Hey y'all, my name's Katie Kennerly, and this presentation is all about self-reflection, personal growth, and where I'm headed. I'm currently working on my Master of Science in Finance, and I'm an entrepreneur with experience in land development and outdoor design. My long-term goal is to work in hedge funds and eventually build multiple income streams and businesses. This is a deeper look at who I am, how I think, and the goals that drive me every day. I wanted to start with this quote by Ernest Hemingway. True nobility is being superior to your former self. That really speaks to me because I've made mistakes in my life, but I've also learned a lot. I'm not trying to be better than anyone else. I'm just trying to become a better version of who I was yesterday. This presentation is me being real about who I am, what drives me, and how I plan to grow both personally and professionally. Before we dive in, here's a quick overview of the three main themes I'll be focusing on in this presentation. They're really the core of what drives me. First, growth through financial independence. I've always been motivated to create freedom through smart financial choices and building something of my own. Second, impact through entrepreneurship. I don't just want to make money, I want to build things that matter and help others along the way. And third, legacy through leadership and relationships. To me, success isn't just about what you have. It's about the kind of person you become and the lives you influence. I'm the kind of person who gets excited about business ideas, solving problems, and turning a blank space into something valuable, whether that's a backyard or a business model. I love the freedom and creativity that come with working on something meaningful. I'm drawn to fast-paced environments where I can move, grow, and stay challenged. My strengths are in numbers, strategic thinking, and communication. I know how to analyze, pitch, and lead, but I'm also constantly working on myself. I've got a strong drive, and I'm naturally independent, but I've also had to grow in areas like emotional control and slowing down when needed. That's part of the journey. My education gave me a foundation, but I've always learned best by doing. I studied business management with a focus on entrepreneurship, and now I'm working on my master's in finance. I've had strong classes, but the real fun comes when I can apply what I've learned in the real world, building something, making it profitable, and learning from the outcomes. My experience comes from getting my hands dirty, literally and professionally. I've worked in land development and project management, running outdoor design jobs where I had to handle everything from client expectations and budgets to vendors, timelines, and final walkthroughs. I didn't just sit behind a desk. I was out there solving problems in real time, negotiating with suppliers, managing crews, and making sure the finished product lived up to the vision. On top of that, I was learning business skills the whole time: how to manage cash flow, how to market services, how to maintain client relationships, and how to turn a good idea into something profitable. Those experiences taught me more than a classroom ever could. They also helped me realize I'm capable of building something from scratch and handling high-pressure environments with confidence. That foundation is what pushes me toward even bigger opportunities now, whether it's finance, investing, or expanding what I've already started. If I had to sum up my personality in a few words, I'd say I'm bold, driven, and real. I'm not someone who blends in quietly. I like to take charge, bring energy to a room, and get things moving. I have a natural confidence, especially when I believe in what I'm doing, and I don't mind taking risks if there's a strong upside. I've always leaned toward leadership. Even in group settings, I naturally take initiative, whether that means speaking up, organizing a plan, or motivating people to get it done. I don't wait for permission, I act. That said, I know I'm not perfect. I can be impatient, especially when I feel like things are moving too slow or people aren't pulling their weight. I've had to learn how to slow down sometimes, take a breath, and lead with more balance. I also value honesty, with myself and with others. I'd rather be upfront and real than fake it. That's helped me build strong relationships, especially in business, because people trust where I stand. Overall, my personality has always been one of my biggest assets, and one of the things I've worked hardest to refine. I've learned that strength isn't just about being confident, it's also about staying grounded and learning when to listen. The kind of job environment I thrive in is one that gives me ownership, not just over tasks, but over results. I want to be in a role where I can make real decisions, take creative risks, and see the direct impact of my work. I don't need micromanagement. I actually work best when I'm trusted to do my thing. Give me the goal, the tools, and the space, and I'll take it from there. I value autonomy, but I also value a team that communicates well, has shared goals, and wants to win together. I'm open to relocating if the opportunity is right, but I'm rooted in North Georgia and the metro Atlanta area. It's home. I'd love to work with a company that values regional growth, but has a bigger vision. I also prefer environments where things move fast, where innovation is encouraged, where leadership is earned, not handed out, and where people are held accountable but supported at the same time. Whether it's a startup, a boutique firm, or a growing company, I want to be in a place where I can grow with the business, not just inside it. That means room for financial growth, career development, and real input into how things are done. I'm not looking for just a job. I'm looking for the right fit. A place where I can put my drive, creativity, and ambition to good use. And where I'm surrounded by people who are on the same kind of mission. When it comes to my goals, I like to think big, but I also like to keep it real. In the short term, I'm focused on three main things: finishing my master's in finance, growing Southern Roots Outdoor Living, and continuing to invest smarter, not just with money, but with my time, energy, and relationships. Long term, I see myself working at a hedge fund, managing major assets, and using everything I've learned to build wealth not just for myself, but for others. I want to own multiple businesses, build strong investments, and eventually step into a mentorship role where I can help others do the same. On the personal side, I want to create a life that feels aligned, not just successful on paper, but fulfilling in the day-to-day. I want freedom, real freedom, to live on my terms, spend time with the people I care about, travel when I want, and give back when I can. I've realized over time that success isn't just about grinding 24/7. It's about building something that works for you, not the other way around. That's what I'm after: a life of balance, ownership, and impact. And every decision I make today is with that bigger picture in mind. In one project, a coworker pushed for a cheaper material that I knew would hurt the quality. I laid out the facts, showed the client both options, and we ended up going with the better one. It was a win-win, and I think it showed that I know how to handle disagreements professionally and protect the bigger vision. I had to work with a subcontractor who was tough to communicate with, always late, didn't respond well to calls. Instead of getting frustrated, I shifted to text-based updates and clearer expectations. It made a big difference, and we were able to finish the project without issues. Sometimes good communication is just about meeting people where they are. So just to wrap up, the three things that really define my purpose are growth through financial independence, impact through entrepreneurship, and legacy through leadership and relationships. This is what drives me, and it's what I'm building my life and career around. Thank y'all for listening. I really appreciate your time. This presentation was more than just checking a box for me. It was a chance to look at where I've been, where I'm going, and what really drives me. From finance to entrepreneurship, leadership to legacy. I'm committed to growing every day, not just in my career, but as a person. I know I've made mistakes. I've had to learn some things the hard way, but I'm proud of the person I'm becoming. I'm focused, hungry, and grounded in who I am and what I want. So, again, thank you for listening, for letting me share, and for being part of this journey with me.